Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm going to be doing Mighty Mugs versus Funko Pops. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I wanted to start a new series on the channel, which is like another type of collectible, kind of like Pops versus Pops, because I know a lot of you guys really like Funko Pops, but maybe there are other companies out there that have other types of collectibles, such as the Mighty Mugs that I will be talking about today. And we're going to see which ones I have the pros and cons of both, and which ones you might like better, or which ones you might like worse. And I think this will be a fun series, and if you guys want to see more of these, let me know, because I've been thinking of doing some other ones, and actually have some other ones planned, so that'll be cool if we can do them. But we're just going to get started with this by comparing the characters in general, so how they look. So, let's start with the Black Panther one first off. So, here are the two Black Panther ones that I have. I tried to find the ones that were the closest for Pops versus Mighty Mugs. So this Mighty Mug here actually has a big head. It's got the Black Panther suit, full suit. You can see his eyes and everything like that. This container is also very nice. And what I like about it, personally, is that these cannot get damaged, really, unless the plastic cracks. That's it, guys. So look, there's no paper on the outside. Not like a Funko Pop where you need to put it in a protector. The Mighty Mugs are just completely one solid piece of plastic. And then you can slide them out of the bottom. Where Funko, you know, you've got the cardboard on the outside. Sometimes it's ruined. This, guys, will always look the same. Is one thing that I have an up about this. And if Funko started to make their things like this, they used to make them like this. Their first couple, actually. And then they switched over to nicer boxes. But here are the difference between the two. This one's cool because they both have big heads, they both have bodies. This one's got more of a plump body, where the Pops actually have more detail within the body. Because as you guys can see, let me pull up another one here, guys. Darth Vader is just kind of a big bubbly kind of body there, and they all kind of look the same. So, yes, he's got a lightsaber and everything like that, but, I mean, he's pretty cool in my opinion. But that's this one for the Black Panther one. You guys can see they're pretty cool, very different, but pretty cool. Now let's move on to the next one that we have here, which is, let's move to the next Marvel one actually that we have, is the Marvel Mighty Mug, and it is Rocket. So Rocket Raccoon is very cool as well. What I like about him is that they're pretty much, this one's bigger though, but they're close to the same size. Again, with that big bulky body, Rocket's got a nice little body in there. He's kind of smaller, it fits more with him. Now they do have hands to hold things too, if you guys didn't notice. And some characters do have things that can hold. And there is a special feature with these, and I'm going to talk at the end. So if you guys don't know Mighty Mugs, we'll talk about that towards the end. But, yeah, Rocket is cool. These ones are bobbleheads. These ones are not. Now, there's a reason for that. These ones are Hasbro. Hasbro has the license to non-bobble Marvel figures. So they can do that with these things. So that's pretty cool. That's a plus. But yeah, very cool stuff going on with this one, and I like these in general. I don't have many of them. Actually, these are my first 4. I wanted to pick up a couple and do a video on these, so I thought this was a perfect time to do it. But here is Rocket, guys. He's very detailed. He's got a bigger head, just like Pops do, but they're not following the same Pop form. Like, they all have different types of eyes and stuff like that, so that's a plus. But let's move on over to the Star Wars ones that I have here, like Darth Vader, but I also have Chewbacca. So Chewbacca is, again, a very cool character. I tried to get the sticker off of this one, and it wouldn't come off, so if you guys see like a bit of a sticky glue there, sorry about that. But here's Chewbacca, guys. This one's really cool. I also like how the, this is number 2, Star Wars number 2. Star Wars number 1 is Darth Vader, so that's cool. I've got the set so far. But Chewbacca is number 195. Well, this, again, is not one of the first ones. This is the one from The Last Jedi, but you guys can still see the difference here. These are both like about the same time figures. I tried to pick the similar time frame figures, so these would have been made around the same time, and not pick an old Chewbacca to give Funko a fair chance here, because it is newer, more detailed than the old one. And then here is the Chewbacca with this one. He looks pretty cool, actually. He's got the growling face there. I think it looks great in my opinion. Now, last but not least, we have Darth Vader. So this is actually one of the only Darth Vaders I had. But they've been using the sculpt still, so here's the older Darth Vader one. This is number 1 in the Funko Star Wars line, and this is also number 1 in the Mighty Mugs line, so that's pretty cool. But as you guys can see here, I would personally say this one's more detailed because of the face, but you will see something cool with the Mighty Mugs in a second, and now that I've shown them all off, I guess we can do that. So let's do a little bit of a thing here, guys. So, with the packaging, Funko Pops do stack, right? But, I mean, eventually they're going to get ruined, they're going to pop up, and they kind of slide around. But, with Mighty Mugs, there's actually a special little feature they have. Do you guys see this on the bottom here? This and these stick together. So now there is a nicer kind of way to stick them together. They'll never slide around because this one has a hole in the top of it, and this one's got the little lip on the bottom, so they really do stick together nicely. And I think that's really cool about Mighty Mugs. I mean, it's a nice little bonus feature if you want to stack these on your desk or on your shelf or something like that. You can keep them in their boxes and have them stacked up nicely. Now this sticks with all of them. As you guys can see, I can do it with the next one up too. They all stick together really well actually, and it just gives them that little extra kind of bonus when you're trying to stack them up, so you're not like trying to see if they're wobbling. They don't wobble that much, and they're really nice actually. But I want to show you the bonus feature that I want to talk about, which is something cool about Mighty Mugs, and it is that their heads are swappable, or their expressions are changeable. So as you guys can see, Rocket looks kind of angry. Now if you push down on their head, it switches to him looking really happy. And that is really cool with the Mighty Mugs. And then if you switch it again, it's him looking kind of, you know, cute, I guess you could say. So this is what's cool about Mighty Mugs, guys, is their heads switch. And you can do this over and over and over again. They have 3 expressions. Each one has 3 expressions. So that is really cool. There's Rocket's expressions. Now, I mean, Funko Pops don't have that, but it is still pretty cool. Now, let's show you Black Panthers. You would think, oh, Black Panther doesn't have any. Look at that. But watch, guys. There's Black Panther's expression again, number 2 and number 3, guys. So they're all very cool. These ones aren't as different, so some of them have better expressions than others, but it's cool that they do have expressions. So, I don't know. I like that a lot about them. It's just that fun little added bonus, and people might not even notice that they have expressions until you push down on the head, because once you take them out of the box, there's nothing you can really show off with this. But they also kind of want them to be in box, because everything you can do with these things, you can do in box. There is a little lip of tape you can take off, but let me show you the Darth Vader one before we take him out of the box. So there it is there. There's the other Darth Vader face. And then the one after that would be this one. So they're not that different because the mask stays the same, but they are pretty cool, as you guys can see. You gotta push it down all the way, but it's hard sometimes when I'm trying to film like this. But again, guys, very cool faces and something to add to the actual character. The last one is Chewbacca, so you guys saw him angry. Now let's flip it over again. Here he is happy, which I think this one's my favorite out of them. And then the third one is this one where he's kind of like a little angry. Or kind of like, you know, content. But this one's the funniest one out of all of them. I think this one's really good. But let me take these ones out of its box so I can show you guys what they look like outside of their container. Because really, guys, if you wanted to, once you take the tape off, though, here's the one thing I would say. Once you take the tape off, it's not as nice to put them back in their containers because they don't really come off the base. I mean, they do, but they're not that great, as you guys can see. This is the thing. Like, once it's out of there, this is pretty much all it is, because you can't really take it off of the bottom here. It's pretty much stuck to it. So that's the only thing I would say with these, is that, look, guys, you have to, like, unscrew them kind of from the bottom, so they're stuck there. So that's the thing that I think is a little with Mighty Mugs. They're really nice otherwise. But I will be taking them off so I can do 360s of them later. But for now, I just wanted to show you that taking them out of their boxes, you still have the plastic around there that's taped with this part, like this extra part. And I mean, they do look nice like this, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's the one thing I would kind of complain about, is you have to like unscrew them from it. So it's more of a toy than a collectible, in my opinion. But a lot of people do like these and have started collecting these since they've started collecting Pops. So I wanted to mention that about them. But they are very cool figures, and that's the thing with Pops. You can just take a Pop out of its box, put it right back in, nothing's happened. But with these ones, once you take the tape off, they kind of start to like slide out a bit. And this isn't the greatest. But I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. I'd have to say that. Mighty Mugs are cool. They used to make them, then they flopped, then they re-brought them out with these guys. I think they're neat. I like the Chewbacca. I like the different faces on them. I like pretty much everything about them, just not the whole fact that you have to unscrew them from the bottom to get them out. That's the one thing. So these screws, guys, it's easy to do, but you shouldn't have to, you know? They should have like little pegs inside of them so they stay there a bit easier. You know, it's just Pops. And here's the thing, guys. I'm not trying to bash any of these companies. I'm just saying that Pops versus Mighty Mugs, they're both very cool, and they're both different, in my opinion. They have both very cool qualities about both. But you know, guys, I'm going to keep collecting Pops, and I wouldn't start collecting Mighty Mugs and stop collecting Pops. But this is cool. And if you guys have any other companies you guys want me to compare to, let me know in the comment section below, because I want to see all the different ones that you guys would have to say, because I think it'd be fun to do other ones like this. We actually have a box of Ooshis coming. I don't know if I can talk about that, but we do. We have a bunch of Ooshis coming, and we're going to be doing a video on that coming up, talking about the pros and cons of both. But that won't be for a little while. But still, guys, this is cool. If you guys collect Mighty Mugs, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you guys are willing to switch over from Pops to Mighty Mugs, would you? I personally wouldn't. I do think they're very cool, but I wouldn't switch over my entire collection to Mighty Mugs, just because the fact that there isn't that many of them. I could probably buy all of them for $200 retail. I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. It's not that expensive. So if you guys wanted to collect them, you could, and it would be cool, and it would be fun. But you wouldn't get the satisfaction of finding new ones all the time because they don't have that many of them. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say here, guys. I wouldn't just start collecting them, is my opinion on these. I mean, they're really cool, and they've got different... I'm just rambling now. Anyways, guys, I'm trying to get the Darth Vader one out, is what I'm trying to do here, but it's stuck. And that's another thing, too. They might get stuck inside the boxes, and now look, it's like coming off and everything. It's not great. But anyways, guys, there is the Darth Vader. Let me take him out just so I can show him off. You can take this little piece of thing off as well, but there's plastic, or there's tape in the back to get it stuck. And that's also slightly annoying. So there's a lot of tape involved in this, where with Pops there literally is no tape. So you really can't keep these mint in box if you wanted to, if you wanted to take them out. Whereas with Pops, you can. You can just store the box off to the side or keep them in its box and still take them in and out over and over again. But what I do like about this one is the lightsaber, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can take the lightsaber out of his hand. Yeah, you can. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more from me in the future, subscribe. If you guys don't want to miss any videos, hit that little bell notification. But anyways, if you guys like Mighty Mugs, let me know in the comment section below. But this has been another episode of Top Pops Popsters. Thanks for watching.
You